of the top teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Turning on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's loose. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Alabama and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Finds his man. It's Branch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Power football with the run. Turning it on! They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give is to Miller. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Finding an escape route. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job bringing the wood.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. This offense has it with really good field position. Send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. This rivalry might not be as bitter for Alabama as the ones against Auburn or Tennessee, or for Georgia, the ones against Florida or Georgia Tech. But when Alabama and Georgia have met over the past decade or so, no matchup has been more impactful across the SEC or college football.
Oh, there's no doubt. Georgia's had a Bama
picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Miller with the ball. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a good-looking run. I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
Man, it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Georgia sends out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw at Simpson. Got his man. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got his man. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last...
Oh, out of space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown time!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the run. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. A strike downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Looking left. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. There he goes to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Frazier.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The dominance on the defensive front reminds me of Jonathan Allen against Mississippi State in 15. Had like 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 solo stops.
And it reminds you of every Alabama defense you watch. This is the team that they are going to stop the run. If you run the ball with success, they're going to bring more guys and be more aggressive, and you can tell they're not going to let this running game get going.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
To the air. It's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's at the 50. The 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start this drive going to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it downfield. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Wide open spaces. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of